Hey guys, so Donald Trump is in a full-on freak out about the midterms. He's really panicking. Not a little bit, a lot bit. He addressed Republicans earlier today, House Republicans, and he was pushing this Save America Act, which currently is stalled in the Senate. Texas gerrymandering not going as planned. California gerrymandering with the consent of the people going to pick up Democratic seats. Indiana and multiple other states decline to do Donald Trump's bidding and gerrymander their congressional maps. Lots of voter intimidation tactics that he's trying are not working, are getting smacked down in the courts. He's been threatening executive orders that are just not going to be able to be maintained because executive orders are not laws. They are not monarchical decrees. We don't have a king in this country. No kings, no mad kings, no kings of any kind in the United States. And everything that Trump is doing is pissing off the American electorate. It is not only causing Republicans to withdraw support from him, where he's really getting absolutely screwed is with independents. They are now swinging very hard to the left. Suddenly, they're much more motivated to vote. We're also seeing Democrats turning out in large numbers. The polling is really bad when it comes to the midterms. And if they lose control of the House, functionally, Democrats can shut down the rest of Trump's horrible agenda. There are now even whisperings that the Senate could be retaken by the Democrats. Odds may be a little bit better than 50%, where previously it was not going to be possible. Democrats weren't even entertaining the idea. Now they're like, wait a minute, we could maybe snag a few more seats and we actually could retake the Senate as well. That only happens if we the people make that happen, by the way. So be thinking that's an achievable goal. So Trump basically inherited a strong economy. Things were going pretty great. He had 3 areas where the electorate was really behind him: immigration, the economy, and he's the peace president. He's not going to launch wars. Oh yeah, and the 4th thing, the Epstein files. Right, an awful lot of young people voted for Donald Trump because they thought that he was going to get justice for Epstein's victims. All 4 of these have blown up in his face. Every single one of them has pissed off a different group of people until he's now incredibly unpopular in the low 30s, right? There's no way for him to recover his popularity. The more this war goes on, the more oil prices spike, the more unpopular he's going to become. And because Republicans have bent the knee basically from day one, and they've just, they've been rubber stamping everything Donald Trump wants to do, Republicans are inextricably linked to every failed, disastrous action that Donald Trump has carried out. And that means because they willingly decided to be collaborators with fascism, that the electorate is not going to be cheesed with them when it comes to the midterms, and they're going to get absolutely creamed. And Trump knows that. Republicans know that as well. So that is why Trump is pushing this Save America Act desperately, even though there's the 60 vote threshold in the Senate that cannot be overcome unless they change the filibuster rules. And we've seen Republican leadership, like John Thune has said, I'm not doing that. I'm not getting rid of the filibuster for this. And if the Save America Act, which is a voter suppression bill, it's a poll tax, it would disenfranchise more than 10 million women voters. Why do you think Donald Trump wants it pushed through so quickly? Should that get passed, it's going to get challenged in the court immediately. Because he's flipping out and guys, we have to win the midterms. We can't have an election where the will of the people is expressed. No, they just have to win by any means necessary. And all of those means that the Republicans are thinking of are all cheating. So earlier today in Doral, Florida, Donald Trump was talking to House GOP, and he said that they had to get this Save America Act bill through because it would guarantee the midterms for Republicans, right? He knows it'll disenfranchise 10 million plus women voters, and women don't want to vote for the oppression of the Republicans. He went on to say it will guarantee the midterms. If you don't get it, big trouble. Read that as, holy shit, you guys, we're in a bad way. We're in a bad way. We have to cheat harder because the cheating that we've tried so far is not going to be enough. We have done all of the terrible things and the people are organized and they want to turn out and vote in huge numbers. So we haven't cheated hard enough. We got to cheat even more. This is what he said. I'm sorry to play a clip. I'm going to play some clips for you. I'm sorry to make you listen to him, but I actually think it's important. So this is what he said. Okay, real quick, when I play this clip, a couple of things. Notice how embarrassing the shoulder pads are. They just get bigger and bigger. And 2, listen to how every accusation is a confession. Right, Republicans have to cheat, and they frame it as we're doing this to prevent the Democrats from cheating. But really what they're doing is preventing American citizens from being able to exercise their rights, because if Americans are allowed to vote, if the will of the people is expressed at the ballot box, Republicans will lose. They only win by cheating. We don't actually have any red states in this country. We have gerrymandered purple and blue states.
But we're going to push them to get it done because I don't think you can politically exist if you're not going to do voter ID and these things. I don't think the people in this country will stand for it. So I'm making my biggest plea tonight. It'll make you, and I'm not doing it for this reason at all. It'll guarantee the midterms. It'll guarantee the midterms. If you don't get it, big trouble, my opinion. If you get this, your midterms, and they know it. For two reasons. Number one, they won't be able to cheat. And number two, the people are demanding it. Every time I go out,
What people?
Save America, sir, Save America Act. We want the Save America Act, sir. That's all they talk about. They don't talk about housing. They don't talk about anything. That's what they talk about. And if you send it up there, you're going to win the midterms at levels that you can't even believe. And you're going to win every election for a long time until somebody really screws things up, and hopefully that won't happen. But I've never been more confident that if we keep these promises and deliver on this popular agenda, the American people will stand with us in overwhelming numbers, just as they did in 2024.
I told you he was freaking out. I'm not saying it because it'll guarantee your win, but it'll guarantee your win, so you better do it. Otherwise, we're in big trouble, right? Otherwise, we're getting impeached and we're going to prison. That's what he means. Otherwise, this fascist takeover of the country is toast. That's what he means. Now, I know a lot of people have really been freaking out about this Save America bill, but, Indivisible and a number of legal experts have said this is very concerning because the way that Republicans are so just absolutely craven and like out and proud about how they want to disenfranchise millions and millions of their constituents, right? Like the fact that the cheating is so in your face and obvious and shameless, that's something that we should be talking about. But with this filibuster in place, it doesn't seem likely that it's going to pass the Senate. There just isn't a pathway at this point in time. We need to have our eyes on it, but Donald Trump is pushing this. He's pushing so hard, and he's pushing with House Republicans, not John Thune. John Thune is the one who has the ability to change this, to get it passed, and he's not doing it. And the more that Donald Trump does terrible things, the more he fucks up in Iran, the less political capital he's going to have with Republicans in the Senate. So I'm not super worried about it right now. But I also want to show you something else that Donald Trump said during this clip, because I think it's really demonstrative of the state that he's actually in, which of course mainstream media has done their damnedest to obscure.
It's called the Save America Act. And I saw Schumer yesterday. We will stop Save America. He's getting killed. They can't do it. And then the things within the Save America are so good. But just the title. So we had that with MAGA. Greatest name of all time. Make America Great Again. MAGA. It just worked. I had something, Keep America Great. It was good, but it didn't have that MAGA. There was nothing you could see. I had CAG. And CAG, I said, no longer, that's not good. But MAGA is great, and we'll always respect MAGA. We love MAGA. We're never going to let you down with MAGA. But this one's even better if you think about it. This says, America. We're going to save America. The Save America. How can they fight us? The Save America Act. And I've watched them. I watched Schumer, who's horrible. What a horrible politician. He is now a Palestinian officially. He is registered as a Palestinian. He's taken the biggest turn of any human being I've ever seen. He's gone from totally pro-Israel to totally pro-Palestinian. He wants to protect the Iranian people that are quite nasty.
Now, I'm no psychiatrist, but I did care for a parent with dementia, and that was all eerily familiar. I mean, part of it is kind of a little bit who Donald Trump has always been, where he doesn't care about substance at all. It's the reason that the White House and his apartment in Trump Tower are like gilded and gaudy, right? It's all about the veneer. He doesn't care about making America great again. He just likes the slogan MAGA. He doesn't care about saving America. He just wants something that sounds good like that. But all of the rest of that, jumping around, trying to connect sort of disparate ideas and rambling that way, that's giving demented, which of course our press doesn't want to talk about. When Donald Trump is up giving a speech of any duration, he often goes on tangents like this. Now his speech is much more slurred. You can see all of the saliva. There's another angle of this shot, and you can see the saliva in the corners of his mouth. The inability to control that is a classic dementia symptom, the more slurred speech. and the way that he jumps all over the place, right? So not only is he demented, disinhibited, he's also really, really panicked about the midterms, which is why it's super important that we all get out and vote in 2026.